Hello friends. Today, let's create a simple hot chocolate cup in Blender. Let's dive in. First, get rid of everything in the scene. Then, press Shift+A to add a cylinder. At the bottom left, a dialog panel appears. Open it and reduce the number of vertices to 8. Zoom in by pressing period key on numpad. Pay attention to the top left corner in edit mode. There are 3 selection modes: vertex, edge, and face. Switch to face, select mode by pressing 3. Select the top face of the cylinder and hit X to delete it. Next, select the bottom face, press I to inset, and E to extrude it a bit. Perfect. Now, go to the modifier tab and add a solidify modifier. Change the offset to 1 and increase the thickness level. Great. Next, add a bevel modifier. If you notice, it almost adds a bevel to every edge in our model, but we don't want that. Keep increasing the angle of our bevel, then reduce the amount. Finally, add a subdivision surface modifier and increase the level to 2. Right-click and choose Shade Smooth. At the end, let's give the cup a bit of curve. Press Ctrl+Alt to add a loop cut. Then, use the middle mouse wheel to increase it to 2 loop cuts. And finally, scale a bit to smooth out the shape. Excellent. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, and leave a comment below. Your support really means a lot and helps us create more awesome content for you. Now, let's add a handle to our cup. Press Shift+A to add a cube. Scale it down, and use G to move it into the correct position. Then press X to scale it on the X-axis. After that, apply rotation and scale. In edit mode, select and delete the top face. Hold Alt and loop select the top edges. Then press 1 to go to front view. Now press Shift+D to duplicate the edge. Then press F3, search for bridge edge loops, and add it. Open the dialog box, set the number of cuts to 1, and keep repeating this process until the handle looks just right. Now we need to edit the handle so that it fits perfectly with our cup. In edit mode, from front view, and in X-ray mode, activate by pressing Alt+Z. Keep adjusting the handle until it's exactly how you want it. For this handle, I don't want to use the bevel modifier because I don't want even distances. Instead, in edit mode, Alt-select the bottom loop cuts, then press Ctrl+B to bevel the edges. Repeat this for the top edges, making the bevels a bit bigger this time. Press Ctrl+2 to add 2 levels of subdivision surface modifier, then choose Shade Smooth. Now, add a solidify modifier to make the handle look better. Set the offset to 1 and slightly increase the thickness. Perfect. Now, to add a chocolate surface inside the cup, go to edit mode and Alt-click to edge select the top edge. Press Shift+D to duplicate. Then press Z to move it upward slightly. Now, press P to separate the duplicated edge from the cup. Exit edit mode. Select the separated edge object. Go back into edit mode and press F to fill the top. And just like that, you have a nice chocolate surface. Now, place it roughly into position. Perfect. Now, let's add a marshmallow on top. Press Shift+A to add a cube, move it to the top, then press S to scale it down. Now press S, then Shift+X to scale it on the Z and Y axis only. After that, apply the rotation and scale. Hit slash to enter isolation mode. In edit mode, bevel all edges, then add 3 loop cuts in all 3 axes. Use S to scale them slightly, just to round it out. Now, select the corner faces. Change the pivot point to individual origins and scale them up for a soft, puffy look. Switch to X-ray mode. Select the middle vertices. Change the pivot back to median and gently scale those up too. From the front view, in X-ray mode, switch to face select mode and select the 4 middle faces. Repeat this from the side and top views as well. Then, press I to insert. Now, for the final touch, Press Ctrl+2 to add a Level 2 subdivision surface modifier, and right-click to shade smooth. There you go. Your cute little marshmallow is ready. Lastly, let's create a rolled wafer stick as a cherry on top. Press Shift+A to add a cylinder. Hit / to enter isolation mode. Then press S, followed by Shift+Z to scale along the X and Y axis only. Now go into edit mode. Select the top and bottom faces, press I to inset, and E to extrude them inward. Next, press Shift+Alt and select the edge loops, then bevel them gently for a smoother look. Add 3 loop cuts, and from the front view, press R to rotate and S to scale them just a bit. Bevel those loops again, and finally, press E to extrude them slightly inward. To finish it off, select the new edges and bevel them too for that perfect rolled finish. And there it is, a sweet little wafer stick on top. Now, let's create the final scene. Start by moving and rotating the marshmallows and the wafer stick to place them exactly where you want. It's that simple. Next, change the pivot point to the 3D cursor. Then scale everything down to fit nicely in your scene. To ground the objects, add a plane and scale it up to serve as the base. Finally, add a camera and move it into position to frame your scene just right. And there you go. Your cozy hot chocolate cup scene is ready to render. Now, change to Material Preview. Select the cup and go to the Material Preview tab. Change the base color to a red-like shade. Next, select the handle. Then shift-select the cup and press Ctrl+L to copy the material. Apply the same process to give the hot chocolate, marshmallows, and wafer stick their materials. And there you have it. We now have a nice, cute hot chocolate scene ready to enjoy. Thanks for watching, and I hope you enjoyed it.